Yo, welcome back to day 4, and once again, before we start, here's the logbook just to prove there's no funny business going on. This was the loader game we played on day 3. As you can see, here's a victory, and as you can see here, this is a multiplayer game, just messing around with some friends. So today, we're playing Merc. A few different people requested this character, so that's who I'm gonna play today. So Merc is very different from the rest of the survivors, like very different. So if anyone is watching this to like try and get better at playing him, the first thing I would recommend is to not use Eviscerate, but opt to use Slicing Winds instead. I'm just using Eviscerate because I find it more fun. I play better around the extra dash and the invincibility frames, but objectively, Slicing Winds just does more damage. It allows you to get more focus off. It just objectively does more damage overall. And having some range on this guy is very good in this game. Being up close to enemies is not something you want to do in this game. Ooh, a slug. Okay, sick. We got all the healing we need. And now I'm comfortable enough to open that Void Cradle, which is not something you should be doing, by the way, if you're trying to beat Eclipse 8 for the first time. You should do the teleporter event first. Maybe not risk your entire life for a void item. But it's just that I've done this so much already. I'm also a bit of an impatient player. And that's why you wait until after the teleporter, because you might just get something completely useless and have less health to deal with stuff. Okay, some speed. Very nice. Merc is one of those survivors that always wants to be sprinting as well, so it's good that we got an energy drink. So Merc, although he's one of the more unique survivors, I'm pretty well adjusted to playing him, because he's actually the 3rd survivor I've ever beaten Monsoon with, and also the very first survivor I've ever beaten Eclipse 8 solo with. So yeah, pretty well adjusted to him, know the ins and outs of this guy. So I think watching this would really help newer players in understanding Merc. So I guess while it's only beetles and easy enemies for now, I'll show off this one thing. I'd say the most important thing to learn when playing Mercenary is expose transferring. So, you know, on your 3rd slice, you expose enemies, you give them that little debuff. So you give them that little blue circle that does a lot of damage when it pops. So you can actually transfer the properties of that 3rd slice into your different moves. So if you use different moves at the same time as your 3rd slice, which does not get cancelled, you can transfer the properties of that 3rd slice onto that different move. So here, I'll use my secondary at the same time the 3rd slice happens. And see, all of those enemies got exposed. Now you can do the same thing with a dash, with your special, and yeah. Just by doing that one simple thing, you elevate your damage so much, because it also reduces cooldowns and increases damage a lot. So yeah, very important, very crucial tip. Probably the most crucial in playing Mercenary. Okay, didn't get any damage items, but it should be fine. Okay, we got Vagrant. Sweet. So something you can do with flying enemies, you can use your dash to slam them into the ground and kind of insta-kill them because they collide with the ground really fast. I mean, I don't really get how it works, but it just does. Okay, so I was trying to show this off in one of the earlier days, but I guess now this one is a good opportunity since it has both Abandoned Aqueduct and Aphelion Sanctuary. So the differences between the two, although at first they look pretty similar, Abandoned Aqueduct, once again, this black column on the left side, and then on the bottom, there's a sandy hill, but on the bottom over here is the gardens. So once you learn that, pretty easy to teleport, should be able to recognize it right away. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention this, but I have no idea when this video will come out. If I were to guess, I would estimate probably around a week after the 3rd part. Yeah, made a poll. Apparently most of you want this thing daily. So I'm gonna sacrifice a few days to build up a backlog of videos so I can upload this series daily. It was a pretty close vote too, so my apologies for anyone who wanted uploads right away as soon as possible. But by the time this goes up, videos should be daily. Anyways, there's a gas burner here. Hopefully, we get a scrapper somewhere. Kind of a fan of all our white items right now. Okay, now that I have a watch, if I don't get an executive card, I'm gonna opt to get a power elixir from that other shop to help protect my watch a little. And okay, haven't really seen any equipment barrels, so I'm just gonna buy from shops now. Also, a fireworks printer. Currently I have a caffeinator, you never know. Can always just go into that. Okay, that fireworks printer is actually looking very tempting. Not gonna lie. I don't think I've seen a scrapper though, so that ain't good. As much as I want to, without a scrapper, I can't really go into fireworks. I can't. Because me giving one item into that is a chance I lose my glasses, my watch, my focus crystal, any of my speed items. Yeah, no, I cannot. Because you need a lot more than just one fireworks with the caffeinator to make it work. I will risk something for gas though. Yikes. Because gas is very, very important. One gas is infinitely more important than one fireworks with the caffeinator. So in my eyes, it's worth giving up one of these items for a gas. That's kind of just what goes through my head when I'm making decisions like these. A little disappointed that the item it took was a go hoof though. But yeah, pretty solid stage 2. Pretty happy with this. I have not kept track of the pressure plates at all, so it's gonna take a bit more time to get the bands. If I'm even good enough at rolling pots, because I rarely do that these days. Yeah, kinda hard to kill them, especially when they siphon this much. So I'm not really making it too much of a priority, but more so prioritizing charging the teleporters so stuff stops spawning. Stop those guys from healing like a bunch of schmucks. So now charge, no more things will spawn, and slowly kill everything. Prevent these guys from getting any healing at all. And now, they're dead meat. Goodbye. Okay. Got an ignition to go with our gas. Gonna be very helpful. And let's look for those pressure plates now. Ooh, one there. There's like no pods nearby. All of them blew up from the clay dune strider. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, other ones here. Not really the best at pot rolling. Also, there's like no pots nearby at all. What the heck? Okay, I still got it. Might have taken like 4 minutes, but I can still roll pots. I'm not washed. But yeah, even though it took a really long time, 2 bands, it's still worth the time it took to get him. Void Cradle, okay. Come on. Not the best. So I'm gonna see if I get a recycler. Since it's a white void item, it can recycle into a safer spaces. And safer spaces, one of the best defensive items in the entire game. So notice how when I heard that spawn, I dropped like everything to take it out. Yeah, learning to prioritize the right enemies, very, very important skill. Blade Templar, even if I ran very far away from it, could potentially still snipe me. I also do not have a repulsion armor plate, so if I'm not sprinting, it could hurt. Could give me a lot of curse stacks. Okay, have not seen any equipments, so I will be getting that needle tick on the way out. Kind of unfortunate. Yep, you're gonna have to be careful around these guys. Once again, I don't have a repulsion armor plate, so bleed is gonna hurt a lot. Okay, now the teleporter charged, can focus solely on the Imp Overlord. There we go. Okay, really unfortunate that our watch broke, but still winnable. Still very winnable. Hopefully we get a scrapper this stage though. Overloading Elder Lemurian is disgusting. Did see a scrapper though. That's very cool. Yeah, it has to be very, very careful around that guy. Can very easily one-shot you. And even though there is one-shot protection in this game, overloading enemies, their electric ball from after their attack, counts as a second hit. So, pretty much get one shot. Okay, it took out a very, very big threat. Okay, low-key, falling behind a little. So I'm just gonna take this time to loot a lot. And see where that gets us. Be red. Let's go. Not bad, not bad. Okay, AP round printer. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I also see a void cradle up there. Seriously? Okay, there's an equipment barrel here, so here's to hoping. So right now I'm looking for a recycler, because I don't want Nukuanas. But looks like we're gonna have to pick it up. Okay, second void cradle. Somehow didn't notice that until now. But this time I'm gonna open void cradles after the teleporter. This stage has some pretty dangerous enemies. Don't want to get any of them void touched. Don't want to face any of them with a lot less health. A very, very good pre-on my part. Holy crap. Like, not to toot my own horn, but that was kind of good. That was kind of good. Okay, got a lot to scrap. Okay, only getting 4 because I saw a regen scrap in a shop somewhere. Okay. Maybe you could have gotten something better, but I will take a gas. Okay, let's go. Got the safer spaces. Now I have the 2 best defensive items in the game, a Hoku Feather and a safer spaces. So the Mithrix fight should not be that bad. And now I can open void cradles without taking any damage. Got a key, very good. And don't think I forgot about this. Okay, I will save 3 more in case Newt has a good green. Or if there's a speed printer next stage. Because one thing I'm lacking right now is speed. Okay, Shrine of the Mountain. Once again, not gonna hit it. I don't want to risk getting an overloading worm. Especially on Mercenary without slicing winds. Even if a charge perforator sounds nice. Also, it looks like we have a Void Devastator. Don't see that every day. Sweet. Okay. I'll do this now. Definitely have enough for the rest of the stage. Yeah, that was like the best boss I could have gotten. And just slam him to the ground. Not really that tanky. Okay, that's a lot of loot. Unfortunately don't need one anymore. I guess. Okay. Never got a fuel cell. More Viscerate is always nice. No thank you. Especially not with the laser scope. Sure. Well, that would have been nice. A few seconds ago. More safer, always nice. I'm hoping I get a poly loot. Okay, good. I was really hoping for more speed. Okay, I'm gonna spawn this just to see if I get a boss item. Because I had a tricorn, but yeah, I guess the answer is a resounding no. Alright, I guess that's everything. Hey, this Mythics fight might be a little long, but shouldn't be too bad with the safer spaces and a feather. The damage is also pretty decent right now. Looks like there's no perfected wisps. Let's go. Don't have to camp at this ship for the 10 billionth time. Okay, let's hope I get a poly loot here. Dang it. The best soup. Mocha soup though. That's honestly kinda tempting. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I just realized I forgot Nuka-Ana is on stage 4. That I could have scrapped for that. Whoops. And no red soup. Are you serious? It's kind of annoying that you still get debuffed, or your safer spaces gets taken away when you're in Eviscerate. Like, come on, man. Okay, really glad I have some shurikens. Spite is a lot more manageable. But at the same time, phase 4 is also going to be a lot more dangerous when Mythics has shurikens, so gotta make sure we skip that. Okay, gotta be careful. Once again, no repulsion armor plates. 2 bucklers should help though. And yeah, even with 2 bucklers, you still get curse stacks from Chimera Wisps, so gotta be really careful. You still hit like a truck. Just one more. Okay, now we're good. Okay, I need to not do that with pizza actually. Because once again, safer spaces still gets taken while you're in Eviscerate. Which makes no sense, but I guess. Yeah, I gotta preserve my safer spaces as much as I can during pizza. Just in case that happens. Okay, looks like I do around 10k with my bands. So, need to get him to around that health. There we go. Okay, good. Really did not want to have to deal with phase 4. While he has a collapse build with shurikens. Kind of a scary fight, not gonna lie, but with the safer spaces, 2 feathers, and extra eviscerate, it was pretty doable. Pretty average merc run for me. But if you made it to the end, why not give this video a like? Or maybe sub. If you made it to the end, you probably like this video, so why not show it a little? Anyways, that's it from me.